Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. On today's book, we're going to be reading about a little girl who's dealing with some worries, and those worries are getting so big, it's getting in the way of her doing some really fun things. The book is called Worry Dragon Makes a Friend. Let's get started. Worry the Dragon and Morgan May have a different adventure together each day. They go out to play in the sun, snow, and rain, and Worry gets both of them home safe again. But although Worry's good at predicting the weather, his main problem is he's just not very clever. One day they move castle and everything's new, and Worry's a little unsure what to do. When Morgan May wants to make friends and play, Worry decides that it's safer to stay. To Worry's surprise and utter dismay, Morgan May just goes out anyway. Worry starts panicking. What will you do if you fall on your face and they all laugh at you? What if she won't take turns on the big trampoline? What if he steals all of your best jelly beans? Morgan May wants to do some exploring, so she makes up her mind to try and ignore him. But the harder she tries to ignore Worry's fears, the harder he tries to make sure that she hears. On her quest to find friends, she makes up her mind to go out alone and leave Worry behind. But Worry is worried, and before very long, he escapes to tell Morgan how things might go wrong. And later, when Morgan May goes to bed, he keeps her awake with his worries instead. The more Worry worries, the bigger he grows, from the spots on his nose to the claws on his toes. He fills up the tower from ceiling to floor until he's so big that he covers the door. Morgan sighs, "I'm bored stuck inside." But Worry replies, "It's safer to hide." Then out of the window, they spot something new. That knight's got a dragon that looks just like you. The little knight calls, "Are you two all right?" A Worry that big must have had quite a fright. "I want to make friends, but he won't let me go. I've told him it's safe, but he says I don't know. I've tried to ignore him, but that makes him panic, which is why, as you see, he's grown so gigantic." A worry gets bigger if it's not listened to. It's best to sit down and talk these things through. So up climbs the knight to join Morgan May. They listen to Worry. Then Morgan says, "Some of these worries just aren't very likely, and the ones that might happen aren't really that frightening. If he steals my sweets, I can teach him to share. And if she won't take turns, we can bounce as a pair. Each time I fall over, I'll get up again. That's easy to do when you're helped by a friend." "You're right, Worry Dragon. Lots of things might go wrong, but learning to face them is how I'll grow strong." They go through the worries one by one and all. And as Worry gets calmer, he shrinks and grows small. "Thanks for your help and for being here to listen. Now I can return to my friend-finding mission." "As it so happens, that's my mission too. How would you feel if my new friend was you?" And that's the end of the story, and we can see all the little dragons that are attached to the children at the park. So having a worry is quite normal. And here we see the author, Dr. Sherry Combs, giving some advice to parents or caregivers or teachers, educators, whoever is listening to this book. So it starts with saying, beginning a new situation and trying to make new friends are common triggers for children to start worrying more. When young children worry a lot, every day can feel like something to be endured rather than enjoyed for them and for you. Knowing your child is finding it hard to make friends can leave you feeling unsure how to best comfort them. We are born programmed to worry. Worrying helps us to stay safe by preparing us mentally for things that might go wrong and allowing us to come up with strategies to protect ourselves. For some of us, that worrying process gets a little stuck, and healthy planning for the future can become a habit of stress and anxiety. There are a number of signs that may indicate your child is entering this stressful thought pattern. You might notice them avoiding particular people or places, seeming anxious, and asking lots of what if questions as they explore negative possibilities. These are good cues to talk to your child and see if together you can identify any worries. The story in Worry Dragon Makes a Friend presents worry as a character that is trying to help, but who can get things wrong. It shows how worries grow if you ignore them and how they can change from helpful to controlling if we let them get too big. The story also gives your child a strategy to deal with the worries by examining them and talking them through. Allow time after the story together to encourage your child to talk about anything they might be worried about. Support them by listening calmly and interpreting kindly and gently what you think they are feeling. Let them know their feelings are normal responses that we all have occasionally. Remind them of the times they have overcome other problems in the past and help them see the what if isn't a fact, it's just a feeling. Understanding these things will help them relax their mind and body and will soothe their brain chemical response to anxiety, while the process of working through their problems together will allow them to feel listened and understood. If your child's anxiety persists for a sustained time, speak to your pediatrician, or there are lots of counselors and therapists who deal with children's anxiety. Always make sure anyone you consult is registered with a recognized professional body. So that's from the author. And so as she talks about having worries, having anxieties is very normal, especially when you're trying new things or making friends. And it's normal to have them, but when it's persistent, consistent, it's taking over your thoughts and troubling with sleep, that's when it becomes a bigger issue for the child. And so seeking out some support is always a good thing, but encouraging your child to talk about those worries is also a great advice as well. I hope you enjoyed this book. Thank you for listening to it today, and I look forward to you stopping by my channel for other social emotional learning books. Take care, everyone.